For easier body work, I decided to remove the gas door. It was secured by 2 rivets, so I had to drill those out. And I have here 80 grit sandpaper, and I will start sanding this entire area. I won't be pushing on it hard, I will let the sandpaper do its work. Now definitely I had enough of that body work. I'm ready for the filler, application of the filler. So this is what I'm using. It's a relatively affordable product. Now all the experts will tell you don't use the cardboard, use a special mixing board. Well, I don't have it. It's coronavirus. I went to one of those specialty body shops. Well, they didn't let me in. They say they are not letting public in, only phone orders. So I bought this at O'Reilly. This huge can was 30 something dollars. Right. So I said, this is all jungle, you remember. This is not how to do it. Might be actually how not to do it. So I never work with this product. But I will get out on this mixing board amount of the filler for a smaller section. I'm not professional, so I'm not trying to cover that entire site at once. I don't have it, you know, I'm nobody. I don't think I will succeed. It will probably harden on me, this filler, way too quickly before I will be able to shape it and apply it. So I'd rather go in the small sections. Now, you need always, not even when you buy it first time, but always, there is a separation in that material inside, and there will be like a watery area that needs to be perfectly mixed with the rest of it, otherwise it will not work for you correctly. So do yourself a favor, and maybe one more spatula. Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot of stuff for me, once again, as a beginner. Now, this is that cream hardener. That should be, I don't hear, right, that water there. I heard it in the beginning. Now it's nicely consistent sound. So even that whole thing should be consistent. And that should be enough. It's always hard to know how much to put in it, right? Again, when you are a pro, you do it every day, easy peasy schmeezy. For me, I probably put too much because it's coloring a lot. So I need to work harder. And maybe actually I did it right, because it has a light blue color, right? That hardener has that blue color. So it needs to be light in blue, bluish greenish. So here I see the spot. I should be actually not touching it anymore with my fingers, because preventing putting any oil on it. So pretend you didn't see that. And this is my first, after years and years, first applying the filler. I wonder how it will go. I did it a little bit in past, fixing my own vehicles. That's that low spot. Here is another one, right? How can I squeeze it there? This is another low spot. Oh yeah, that was mistake. This applicator, it's actually maybe too soft, or I need to learn how to use it, because it's bending too much. So now I'm trying to do the high and lows, but it feels suddenly like a too soft. I will appreciate a little bit more rigidity from it. Yeah. Well, it's a first try. Okay. I'm going to the line. I will stop there, right? So here is some super low. I better hurry up, because, as I said, I don't know, this is my first time, I don't know how fast it will dry. And what I have learned in the past, if you want to cut down your time of sanding, and it's not only the time, sandpaper costs money, it's a lot of also unhealthy, basically, stuff doing, right? You can use this tool, it's from Stanley, it says here Surform 21-295, and when this becomes tacky and it's slightly hardened, maybe it's too early, let me try. You can start forming, right? Cutting off the very highs which are not needed there. You can start forming that material carefully. Oh, it's a little bit too early. We will wait a couple of more minutes. Right? It creates those shavings like a cheese grater. While waiting, let's inspect that filler. So I wanted to create one uniform piece, right, which I will be later sanding down, and it will remain only the low spots. Well, you saw me struggle with that applicator. I actually think it's too soft for me, and I will have to learn how to use it, and I will also buy different ones. So this is bad. That should be nice, smooth, uniform application. Do you see these chunks here for no reason? Here it's missing, right? Here I covered some low spot. That should have been nice, fluent, complete. So you, in the camera, you don't smell how it stinks. It's evaporating right now, curing like the chemical reaction. It stinks pretty badly. So while we are waiting for it to harden a little bit more, let me show you another thing. So I showed you the big one, right? This perfectly will keep the lines which are flat. Here is the smaller one, right? And these are the sizes I'm aware of. Again, it's a Stanley. This one says 21-399. Now, for me, this area is supposed to be super long straight. So I will not use the small one. The opposite. I want to have the one which is as long as possible. And this is what I will try again, right? Oh yeah. It even makes a sound of a grating cheese. Look at those that are being caught in it. And then that in this stage, when it's still a little bit soft, it's hardening, I can take or get rid of these areas which I made way too high. It was my mistake. Here we go, the same thing, right? You grab it here, and I'm carefully getting rid of that super highs. This, of course, needs to be done when it's still slightly soft. When this filler will harden, it will not work really. And then you are back to the sandpaper. This is one of the great inventions, right? Improvements in the automotive bodywork. Look at this. It's a straight block. The sandpaper comes in the roll and you glue it on it, right? This is for these straight surfaces. I'm trying to sand off the highs, and later I will be filling the lows. So I will be coming back to it, definitely. Should be using 60, but it wasn't available, so I'm using the 80 grit. And the last item on this bodywork using these body fillers will be recreating this body line. If you look at it with me, maybe from the other side, this is the body line which starts here and is going backwards, and I lost it while working with that metal, pushing it out. So that's the area which I'm trying to recreate, and that will be basically end of using this body filler. So with the same block sander, finishing this straight line, and I'm coming two directions, this way, and then I change, and I'm basically coming from the bottom up towards to this line. Hopefully also you can see that line starting building up there. Hopefully it's not just my imagination, because I want to see it there. Working with these body fillers, if you are not experienced like me, it's slow because they are not so easy to be applied. They dry really quickly, harden really quickly, and then they are not very easy also to sand. That's why these small imperfections, I will not continue with those body fillers. And I just today ordered the putty, which is way easier to apply and easier to sand. Yep, this is pretty smooth section. Also this area start to have a very good shape. I'm afraid this video, all that footage I collected, it's becoming too long, so the putty work and then maybe priming I will leave for the next video. But I will try my best to film it and share it with you. Thank you for watching, and be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. See you later, my friend.